'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, oh, for me.
First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you a brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind. Thank you, honey boo. I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, you'll get it through somebody else, I promise. So be patient with your process, all right? Also, y'all already know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume. Now, before we get started, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes, gifts, kind words. Thank you, Divine One. Not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, because I don't always get to pause in the middle of my message and when I'm relaying to say those things to you. When I post this video on YouTube, I definitely will acknowledge you, all right? So let's get started. Chosen ones, there's a few messages for today, all right? It's pertaining to a position that's going to be arriving, a person that's going to be arriving, as well as certain steps that God has ordered for you, all right? So let's start. First and foremost, chosen ones, you done went from having your head down as you walked around. You was focused on other things that you was building up. You went from thinking that nobody was noticing you to now looking and putting your head up, and you starting to see people are watching you. See, you are so used to being paranoid pertaining to the past people that was gang stalking you, the ex-lovers that wasn't there for you but tried to sabotage certain things from happening, flowing in for you. You had people that was spying on you spiritually, mentally, physically, so on and so forth, right? So for a while now, chosen one, some of you have been looking over your shoulder. You've been looking over your shoulder. You've been feeling paranoid in a sense. You understand me? Because again, you had your guard up based upon certain people that was trying to come in and attack you. And I say trying to because, chosen ones, although you may feel like certain things was happening to you, nothing was touching you in the way that those individuals intended to do. You understand me? So let's make that clear, all right? So no matter what they intended to do, all that did was bring the attention to you so that you was able to guard yourself from a different area, right? So that's almost like, again, you finding out, okay, so your house is cool and you feel like heat keeps trickling in, and you sit there and do a feel around and you start to realize that there was a little spot that was having the cold air go out and the hot air come in, right? That's equivalent to you pertaining to spiritually what you've been doing. You're starting to see, as far as certain individuals that was projecting energy towards you, you're starting to realize a lot of the things that you were feeling was not for you. It was based upon people who had ill intentions towards you and what they was currently going through, all right? So we had to make that known, but let's jump into it, okay? Again, you've been paranoid for a while, chosen ones, because of other people's intentions. They had their friends watching you, and you're a divine individual. You're an empath, so you feel certain intentions. You feel when energy starts shifting, right? So again, you was on guard. But chosen ones, now some of you are still feeling paranoid. Now that you disconnected from past people who no longer deserve to be around you. Now that you pulled the plug from certain people that was projecting energy and trying to take energy from you. You sat there and removed yourself from certain job positions. If not, you're about to, because God has another position for you. So you done sat there again, disconnected from certain things that was keeping you limited. So if you still feel like you stuck, it's not based upon what those people did. It's based upon you and what you're manifesting in, all right? So I only want you to acknowledge and claim the positive things. I want you to think about when you go to order some food. instead of telling them everything that you don't want on the burger, wouldn't it make it more simple for you to tell them what it is that you want? So instead of saying no pickles, no onions, no ketchup, no mustard, and making them confused, you'd rather just say, hey, I'd rather want a number 2 with this, and so on and so forth, right? So the same pertaining to your blessings, the same thing pertaining to your prayers and your manifestations. I only want you to focus on what you want. Because if you're starting to realize, as you are starting to see, that you've been replaying these cycles for you, you keep going through the same thing. So if you keep saying you keep getting cheated on, chosen ones, right? And I ask you, okay, well, who cheated on you? You mentioned your past person. Okay, well, prior to that ex, who cheated on you? Then you talk about the other person before them and the other person before them. So the person who cheated on you changed, but the one thing that remained the same was you in that situation. That means you keep manifesting that towards you. So now it's time to change the channel. The same way that you sit down on your couch, or you sit down and you looking through your phone, so on and so forth, and you see something that you feel you won't like to watch, or something that again is not keeping your attention at that time, what do? You change the channel. So if you sick of being hurt, if you sick of being sad, if you sick of being mad, change the channel. That means look in the opposite direction then. Because some of you chosen ones, again, you're so used to people looking over you, you're not realizing that you're gaining the attention of many people. You understand? Not just as far as potential partners, but job positions as well. There's people talking about you, so you're feeling paranoid. But I'm telling you, it's the positive aspect that's coming through now, all right? So realize that you had a shift in energy, okay? You're no longer, again, times have changed. God told you the last was going to be first and the first is going to be last. You felt the reset happen. If not, you're starting to notice it. And I want you to realize, again, you're going to go from being looked over to sought after. So if you look up, that means not only physically look up and walk with your head high, because a lot of you walk with your head down. And I don't like that, chosen ones. I know you so focused on looking at your step in or your foot in, make sure that you don't mess up anything. I know you're so focused on the task, but sometimes you got your head down and you miss out on things that God has you cross paths with. So make sure that you are raising your vibrations. That means lifting your head up when you walk in. That means actually smiling. You understand me? That means actually looking around and checking your surroundings. I want you to think about, if you're so used to driving one place every day and you're on autopilot, right? So again, you're looking at and you're focused on getting to that destination. Rarely do you notice small changes around you. And then all of a sudden, when you got some downtime or things start to slow down in traffic, you're able to look around a little bit, right? And you're starting to notice things that you ain't even realized that they was building for a while. The same thing is happening pertaining to you right now. Right now, God is having you feel a little stagnant, and it's a different stagnancy, baby. It's not when you felt like you were stuck and didn't know what to do, when you didn't know what you was going to go to, what was happening for you. No, all you're waiting is for the things to align right now, right? So you're waiting for God to call you and tell you that what you were seeking is outside. So right now is equivalent to God saying, hey, after I get off of work, I'm gonna come pick you up, I'm gonna come scoop you up, and this is what I got for you. Or after this, they're gonna deliver. So think about your packages and how they do for you, right? They sit there and say out for delivery, expected around this time period, but there's no guarantee. But they could tell you that it's going to be by this time. If not, you're going to see a difference, right? The same pertaining to you, chosen ones. It's a difference right now. You're waiting. You already placed the order in. You already made the payment. Means you did the work that God told you to do. That means you healed you. That means you separated from certain toxicity that you had within you too. You started being accountable for your actions as well. You started to apply yourself, correct? So that's equivalent to you actually placing that order in, right? Or having the funds for it. So you put that work in to get those funds. That's equivalent to you finally having enough money to order it, what it is that you want online, right? Because we're going to do this as far as equivalent pertaining to you expecting a package, right? So one, chosen ones. You sat there and did the work. Healed you, gave love to other individuals. You start thinking confident about you. You start speaking life into you. You start applying yourself. You start separating yourself from negative people and everything else. You started, whatever the case may be, right? You put that work in. So now you had your finances is equivalent to your spiritual gifts, right? Or your spiritual strength. So you put that work in. So now you know that you got a payment, right? So that's like you putting that love in, giving love to others, knowing that you got love on your card right now that you can swipe at any time. You sitting there chasing your dreams and admirations, knowing that you got success at any point in time that you can swipe that card if you truly wanted to, right? So hear me out. Now that you done sat there and put that work in, that was healing you, certain things getting revealed to you, you allowing God to guide you. Now you was actually able to place that order in, right? So that's equivalent to going to God and praying for the things that you're asking him for, right? Thank you, babies. So you placing that order in is equivalent to your prayers pertaining to God. God, I ask you to present love. God, I ask you to present my position that I'm supposed to be in. God, I ask you to align me in my purpose. God, I ask you to allow me to align it, so on and so forth. Right? So that's equivalent to you. Your affirmations and your prayers, that's equivalent to you ordering something online like you typically do. Whether or not that was shoes, whether or not that's something from Shein, whether or not that's something from Amazon, Nike.com, whatever the case may be, right? So you fill it in, chosen ones. Now, you place that order in. So you put those prayers in. You put that prayer request in. God, I ask you to align me with this. God, I ask you to present me to this, right? So you place that order in. We got that clear. So what do you have to do? Now, all of a sudden, you had to look over to make sure that you have the right prayers coming to you. So you look over that order before you hit submit. You like, let me double check, make sure I put the right address in. Let me double check to make sure that I ain't have no numbers off of it. Let me make sure that I have the right quantity, the right quality, so on and so forth, correct? Now, hear me out. Once you double check that, so that's you, before you asking for prayers, you asking God, let me double check that that's the type of person that I want. God, I ask you to have somebody who pours into me what I pour into them, somebody that's aligned with you, somebody who's aligned in their confidence, somebody who, so on and so forth, right? You double checking, all right? So after you double check, chosen ones, you sat there and submitted. That's you again telling God, yes, God, this is what I want. I looked over it. I want love. I want appreciation. I want happiness, so on and so forth. You looking over your order before you submit it. So look over your prayers before you sit there and ask for them, right? So if you write them down, you looking over like, yes, I want somebody for love. That's somebody that could protect, provide, so on and so forth. Everything that you do too, right? Okay. So now, chosen ones, as you put that order in, what do you have to do? Wait for it to be sat there and sent to you. See, some of you chosen ones, when you look at that order, how it say, well, we can save as far as packaging and send that all together, right? So you could put in a request right now. You can have this person give you love. This person give you finances. This person give you as far as love and appreciation. You can either get them in separate orders just so that you can rush it, or you can sit there and be patient and get them all of them together, right? So right now it's your choice. Do you want to sit there and rush your prayers and say, oh, you just want finances, somebody with money? So now you got people with money that comes towards you, but they ain't got no love for you, so you still settling. Oh, well, you just say you want somebody that is going to love you, but you didn't put in that you want them to be ambitious and be loyal to you, right? So now you got somebody who loves you that claims they love you, but is sleeping with other people too, don't have no dreams and aberrations, so they put all their work on you, so you would be settling in a sense. You would get one thing that you want while the other is deducted, right? So no, chosen ones, God said, what do you want? You can have equivalent. Think about Amazon, how it says you can either get this item quicker, but something's going to be missing, or you can wait and all of them can come in a package together. See, right now your patience is playing out, and some of you are kind of getting irritated because you've been waiting all your life. Chosen ones, it's based upon you, because some of y'all get attitudes and you so sick of waiting and you're about to receive it, and then you tell God that you don't want it. So what does God do? He puts it right back on the back burner, and what you have to do, manifest those things back towards you. So that's equivalent to you going to a place, putting an order in, but now you sick of waiting. They was about to give you your food, so now you done canceled it, and now guess what? You changed your mind at the last time, like, man, maybe I really do want it, and you gonna have to wait. Now you got to wait for them to make it fresh. Now you got to wait for them to make it again. And you could have just been patient. So do you want everything that you know that you deserve, or do you want to settle? Do you want somebody with money but doesn't got no mentality, no morals, no love? Or do you want somebody that, again, could provide for you like they can provide for themselves, because you can do it too? It's called matching. So you're not expecting anything that you're not giving to these individuals. Basically, you're buying your own gift and giving it to them to give it back to you. You understand? So That's equivalent to if you had children where you like Mother's Day, Father's Day come around. You're like, all right, well, I'll give you some bread and you can go get some gifts for me and then come and bring it back around, right? And gift you. So if you're giving a person love, you expect them to give at least love back. That's the minimum, because that's what you gave them. So that's almost like you giving them the finances to go get your gift and them still not coming back with no shit. It's like how you can't give me what I gave you? As far as you, some of you, finances or acknowledgement. You sat there and acknowledging them. You sitting there speaking life into them, asking how they feeling. You can feel the difference within them, so on and so forth. But they ain't even saying thank you. They ain't not acknowledging you. They're not responding to you. How are they not giving you the bare minimum of what you're giving them? So you already gave them the gift to give it back, and they chose to hold on to it. See, chosen ones. You're no longer doing that. You understand me? So again, the bare minimum doesn't mean that you need to settle for the minimum things. You understand me? Because there's some of you, oh, I'm not all about money. So you settle for somebody who cheats on you, beats on you, and can't provide for you. So you're settling for the bare minimum. Just because you're not all about that doesn't mean that you don't want that. You understand? That's equivalent to you going to a candy store or a store and you see the shoes that you really want, but you know that, or you feel that so-and-so can't afford it. You feel like, well, I know my mother or my father was complaining about finances, so let me try to catch something on the sale. You don't have to do that anymore. God said you go in there and you get to get whatever that you want. You're so used to, again, growing up, you ain't have enough. Or you had some, but you had your parents who told you what you can choose, or they chose and selected certain things for you. Now, no, you're not doing that no more. So you're taking your power back from your parents, your family, your friends, your spouses that was limiting you, so on and so forth. You took your power back from them. Now you actually get to get what you want. So you wanted a family, but you wanted somebody who wanted a family too. But you settled for somebody who gave children to you, but wasn't around to help you raise them. Chosen ones, you're no longer going to be settling. God's sending somebody else in to play that position then. You understand me? There's some of you that, oh, well, you want as far as love and affection or attention from your parents when you was growing up. So you had to buy them, bribe them, do everything for them in order for them to acknowledge you, and they still gave credit to other individuals that it wasn't due. So you sat there and trained yourself to do that to everybody that you come in contact with as well. You sit there and work real hard on your job, hoping that boss would acknowledge you, and they didn't. You sat there and gave all your hard work to the person that you was with, and they never reciprocated that energy back to you. You was a good friend to them. They ain't never call on you, check on you. They felt like you had it together. But maybe you just wanted somebody to check on you just to check. Maybe you just wanted somebody to think about you in that instant. You understand? So again, chosen ones, I want you to realize you're no longer accepting the bare minimum. God is not allowing you to. You understand me? So when I say this again, I want you to think about what you want and put that order in. You understand me? But be patient for it to come in. And as you're waiting for the delivery, there are certain things that you got to check on too. So as you're currently waiting for that job to come through, God told you that your finances is about to come through, but you had to leave that old job that wasn't for you. So the same way that you gave that job to get it right, you devoted all these years to them, all this time. They promised you a promotion, it never came. They promised you this, they never gave it. But you have enough nerve to rush God, because God sat there and told you to walk away from that job and you didn't. So either he had you fired or you were forced to walk away from them, and you're rushing God because you feel like just because you closed that job out that you want another one right away. But how come you don't give God the same time that you gave that other place? You understand me? And God is providing you something that has longevity. God is providing you something that provides you peace. You understand me? Prosperity, so on and so forth. So how you going to rush God as he's preparing your meal, as he's preparing your place? Certain things don't need to be rushed, correct? See, would you want somebody to rush something that really has your life attached to it? Would you? Because I don't know about that. I don't think that, just like those furniture places, they could be cheap, they could be convenient, but after a month or so, that shit's breaking down. So would you want your house that you're asking God to present you, would you want it on a so-so type of foundation that's going to fall through for you after all this time that you waited to move into it? Would you want this car that you saved up for, that you sat there and was patient for, to be a lemon when you get it? No, you don't. So sit there and allow God to do what he needs to do. do. You wouldn't rush a doctor when he's sitting there doing surgery on you. You wouldn't rush this, so do not rush that. You don't rush people when they doing your head. You like, oh, now let me make sure that everything's laid, everything's slayed, everything's good. When you in the barbershop, fellas, you making sure that they lining you up good. You're not going to tell the barber to rush that. You're going to sit there and be patient, correct? So the same pertaining to you. If you sat there and gave all this time, you waited for your baby father to propose to you and he never did. You sat there and waited for that partner to actually give you a title and commitment. He never did or she never did. You waited for that mother to acknowledge you. She still don't do that shit. You waited for your mother to take accountability or your father to take accountability for what they put you through. They never did. But you telling me that you can't wait for the things that God got for you, and he's showing you signs and synchronicities that it's coming towards you, but you want to rush him? That's not going to happen. You understand? So again, be patient. I understand you've been waiting for a while, but you kept putting certain things off too. It wasn't what other individuals doing, it's what you started to claim for you. Every time you got an attitude, F it, you ain't want it no more. Every time you sat there and heard this didn't go your way, oh, forget about it, I don't want. Okay, so now you had to reorder. You had to wait for those manifestations to come back in. Every time you said you wanted love, that karmic sat there and pissed you off, and now you say you don't want love. F love. And so guess what? Love had to back up from you. You sat there and said that you wanted a job position, but all of a sudden you get irritated and now, oh, F it, and you don't want to. Now you in your mood because somebody irritated you and now you don't. No, you are blocking you. Nobody else, baby. So I had to say that pertaining to it. What do you want? God is saying how they say, you can have whatever you like. Baby, you can have whatever you like. What do you want? Because your attitude is blocking you. The fact that you get so irritated, you get so frustrated, you get so flustered, you get so mad, you allowing these people who you know are holding you back project energy on you. And no, cut that shit out, all right? Some of you right now, you're feeling irritated, you're feeling mad because you know you're supposed to walk away from certain people that you're in connections with. Which brings me to the next message. Chosen ones. There are going to be multiple positions, multiple people that are getting presented. And it's based upon manifestations that you were placing in. So when you were praying for so-and-so to come back, they're going to be coming back. If you was praying for so-and-so to see your worth and so-and-so to see you for truly you, they're starting to see it now because the person that they started to see after you, they're starting to see the truth about these individuals. So people that you were warning them about. So these are past people, chosen ones. There's a couple of categories, all right? So one, there's certain people that were past partners that used you, abused you physically. You know you was with these people, all right? So you were, again, this could be your child's father, child's mother. This could be your husband and wife, your ex-husband, ex-wife. These are people that you actually was in a connection with, all right? These are people that physically abused you, mentally, spiritually abused you, so on and so forth, all right? These are that person. So you have your mind on it. You know who we talking about, or the individuals. You have an idea, okay? Think about that right now. Those people that you was praying that they'll see the truth. Those people that you was praying that they will come back to you. Those people that you was praying to God to clear you from your mind. All of those things, they're about to present themselves. Right now, they're getting the opportunity to peacefully close that cycle out. So these are people that, again, you could have walked away from, but you are limiting yourself because you're thinking how they did you. So now you think somebody else is going to do it too. So they couldn't give you love, but they still blocking you from getting it. You understand? Or this person that was only about finances, that used you and was a gold digger. Now you don't want to give to nobody because of this nobody gave nothing to you and used you, when really that's blocking you because you're not being the real you. You're somebody who naturally likes to give. You just need to give to people who appreciate it, accept it, and reciprocate it back in. You understand me? So you're not to change you, but how can you take that risk for a so-so individual and God is telling you to take that risk with somebody that you're supposed to be in? You done sat there and used up all your chances for somebody who didn't matter. You understand? And when I say chances, I mean your patience. There's some of you, I don't want nobody from that's long distance because the person that used to be long distance cheated on you. Or no No, you don't want nobody long distance because the person you used to be with was cheating on you and you was right laid up next to this individual. Now you're ruining your opportunity for your true divine boo because your karmic was a dressed up version. So again, if your true divine boo is at a distance from you, there's somebody that's a go-getter, so on and so forth. That karmic was trying to dress themselves up like that. So they try to act like they was a boss. They try to act like they could have been at a distance from y'all, so on and so forth. Now they done ruined it for you because the devil knew what they was doing. The devil knew that God had this specific person aligned. God knew what your person looked like. God knew as far as all these things, right? And then guess what the devil did? The devil sit there and heard you praying about it out loud or telling people about what God told you that you would be expecting then, right? So God knew everything that your partner was going to look, walk, talk, act like, certain things that you was going to have to, again, accept initially that you was going to see. So if it was a long distance, you would have to accept it initially and all of a sudden y'all living together. So on and so God knew what your partner is in the position. The devil knew that too. The devil sat there and again, chosen ones, one sec. We gotta make sure. Oh, all right. Listen, we gotta make sure everything stay clear. You good? Okay. So, with that being said, the devil sent certain people in, dressed them up as your partner. Okay, so they partner is this height, they partner does this in their life, this partner's in. The devil sat there and sent people dressed like that, right? These were the knockoffs, right? So these are the people that, when I say knockoffs, they try to knock you off your path, and they also were the knockoffs because they wasn't the real brand, right? They wasn't a real divine feminine or masculine. They was trying to duplicate them, imitate them, so on and so forth, right? So, chosen ones, with that being said, there's certain things that you may have your guard up right now, like, oh, I'll never experience that again. You'll never have to go through that, but the type of person that you're going to be aligned with is going to be different. That past person that you was at, yes, they was at a long distance, but they ain't have as far as the skills, they didn't have the faith, they didn't have as far as determination to not be out here sleeping all over the place. They was not your person. They just tried to dress up to be that. That's equivalent to you aligning with certain people, chosen ones, and all of a sudden you're telling them the things that you want. Oh, I want my partner to buy me flowers. Oh, I want my partner to buy me this. And that person initially, when you start meeting them, they're doing those things. And after a while, it stops. And you're like, well, in the beginning it was so good, and now they stopped doing all the things that they were doing because that never was them. They heard what you wanted. They wanted to match it in order to come in order to get you. And now that they got you, they stopped doing what you wanted them to do, right? Because that never was them. They was just trying to reel you in. All right, that was the fake out. Thank you, baby. So, chosen ones, with that being said, I want you to realize your divine feminine or masculine is getting presented. Okay, some of you already met the individual, and I have to, with me saying this, let me be real specific. This is not the person who beat on you. This is not the person you was in a commitment with and they cheated on you. You did not have no type of title with this individual. You may have had as far as thought about pursuing them. You could have felt a spark when you initially met them, but this is not somebody that you was in a full-blown relationship with or had children with them. None of that, all right? This is not that person. So you have somebody right now that you crossed paths with in your past. When you met them, you felt a spark with them. You felt like you had similarities to them, but the same similarities that were good, you had bad similarities too. So you had karmic people connected to you that try to limit you. That person did as well. That person may have lived for their family's every word. You may have lived for this other person's word as well. This person may have been stuck in a family dynamic because they thought that they was keeping their child from being in the same cycle that they was in. They may have grew up in a one-parent home, so they felt like if they stayed with their child's parent, that their child would have benefits from it. Whole time they ain't sit there and close. They didn't end a karmic cycle. They created one. So instead of having a one-parent home, and yeah, you may now have a two-parent home, but that two-parent home has toxicity. You're teaching your child to settle just because you have a child with them. You're not happy. Your child can feel that shit. They just, no. So you would felt like you was actually closing out a cycle, but you created one instead. You had good intentions, but God was guiding you to walk in a different direction. Not walk away from your child, but walk away from the person that you had that child with. Because again, you had, that may be they person or technical parent, but that's not their spiritual mother or father. That's not that person that you was really supposed to have bring that child in, just to make that clear, all right? Let's just say that. But chosen ones, with that being said, you have past people that you cross paths with. These are past life. Not your ex-partner, not your baby father, not the people that you know damn well did devious shit, not the ones that people were projecting things and you thought, well, could this be them that was doing it or this? No, you know for a fact this is not them. You have past life partner that you've seen briefly. You could have been in a relationship. They could have been in a relationship. You could have been still messing with one of your child's parents and they could have been doing it too. Whatever the case may be. When at that point in time y'all crossed paths, y'all both had work to do. God had y'all cross paths so you can see that you can actually have a spark with an individual, because you may have felt something with this person that you ain't feel with nobody else. You can feel how they feeling. You can feel you know things about them before they even knew about themselves. You knew what was going to happen to them. You knew what they was experiencing. They ain't have to call you. You telling things. Right now, y'all cannot be in contact, but everything that you're speaking is what they're seeing, and you still have that connection. You understand me? So, chosen ones, some of you already crossed paths with your divine partner, and God had you see them, feel that spark that you had with them, and when you went back to your ex, you started to realize the difference. Like, wait a minute. So that's almost like you as a child going to somebody else's house and you see their house is put together, they all loving, they eating dinner together, all of this, and you like, what the fuck? When you go back home, you in the projects, your parents is cussing and acting toxic, there ain't no food on the table, shit, whatever the case may be, correct? So you're noticing the difference. The same pertaining to them. They're realizing like, dang, so-and-so don't understand me like so-and-so did. So-and-so don't speak life into me like other person did. This person just expects this financial gain, but they not pouring no love and affection in. They're starting to notice the difference. The same way that when you went back to your baby child, your baby mother or baby father, whatever the case may be, from meeting that person or crossing paths with them at that time, you may have been looking at your person with a side eye, with the people that you was around with the side eye, like, dang, well, he don't respect me like this one did. He don't put me on a pedestal like this one did. So you're starting to notice the difference, chosen ones. And that's what they're starting to notice too. You crossed paths with the individual. You went and did the work that you were supposed to do. You removed yourself from toxic family, toxic friends. You stood up to them. You start speaking your truth, setting boundaries with them so their opinions don't matter. God had that deliberately happen. God was like, hey, yo, you see this? This is what you're going to get if you do the right thing. You see this right here? This is your prize if you do the right thing. So some of you, that quick glimpse of that person, that quick glimpse of you as well, showed them what they was going to get if they continue to prevail, right? If they continue to excel, if they continue to heal themselves. So you are the gift. You have to know that, chosen one. Just like this person will be the gift to you too. So some of you may have you and your feelings. Because when you first cross paths with that person, it may have been damn near impossible for y'all to be together. They could have had toxic ass family that was doing magic on them. They had partners that was doing magic on them to keep them bound. They did spells on you to have y'all fall out. They had spells on you to have chaos around, so on and so forth. You understand? I want you to realize, chosen ones, you're about to be back in contact with them. Some of you, they may have gone off to marry this other person, or they could have been married to the person. This person could be in a relationship with them, whatever the case may be. I'm telling you, they feel the difference. When they over there, it's phony. And I'm not saying this as far as no home house wreck or none of that. I'm talking about energetically. God is starting them to see the difference. They closed out from those toxic cycles, or they're in, the process of doing it, and y'all are about to align. This ain't no, oh, he married and you sleeping with him on the side. This ain't no, oh, she got a man, but you gonna be her little side. No, this is not that. That's why God had y'all separate in a sense, because God was like, nah, you're not going to carry them like you carried that other person. So if that person you cross paths with had a little bit of player in them, God was like, nah, then you ain't about to play with so-and-so until you get all that shit played out. You understand? So I'm telling you, another opportunity. And some of you have it in your head that it was never going to happen. Some of you may have started to get so mad and take it personal, but you have to remember that wasn't your woman nor your man. There's some of you that when you hear about a past person, you get so upset about this person that you never was with. You never had a title with them. You could have been friends with them. Y'all never was in a commitment. So stop that. There's some of you that are willing to take your baby father, baby mother back that actually did devious shit to you, actually was cheating on you. You was willing to take them back over this individual that you wasn't even with. You felt a spark with them and your soul said that was your person. Your soul felt that spark. But you ain't tell that person. They ain't even know that they had your heart. You wasn't all lovey-dovey when you met them. You may have been a little bit more vulnerable, but you still had your guard up too. You still was connected to certain people in situations that wasn't good for you. You still didn't have your confidence up. So now, chosen ones, I'm telling you, you're about to realign. And there's some of them that may have felt like they moved on and now you starting to constantly cross their mind. God is going to lead them to you. And this, I'm telling you right now, some of them are going to have to walk away from things that they may feel are stable. So they may have a house with somebody, a business with somebody. They could be married to this person, so on and so. But God said you have to be willing to walk away from everything in order for you to receive everything. So you got to walk and be willing to pay child support if that person tries to put your ass on it. You got to be willing to get out of that house that you feel like, oh, well, they going to have a nice house. Why are you worried about them? If God said you walk away because he got something better than you for you, don't you think that he's going to upgrade your way of staying and your living too? You're talking about how that person, oh, well, they got all these people over their house. Oh, they got a new car. Oh, they got a new place, but they don't got nobody around them that love them. They don't got no happiness. They having to buy it. They having to bribe it, so on and so forth. Meanwhile, you may not have a house like them as of yet. You may not have the new car in your drive through as of yet, but it's about to arrive. And now on top of that, you're going to have somebody happy and that loves you, protects you on that passenger side, or they ass going to be driving. So you so upset about certain things, chosen ones, that does not matter. You focus on this person's hand and what they got going on. No. And with that being said, some of you right now are getting called to stand up for yourself. You had a mom that was a bully, a parent, a family that was a bully. You're getting called to stand up to them because this person that you're about to be with, they got people around them too that's not initially going to accept you because they may like that old ex that person was with. They may feel like that ex was the perfect feminine or masculine for them. They may feel that this person would have been a more fit for the family dynamic. So your people, your partner, true divine partner, their people may not initially accept you. And your partner may have to stand up to their people about you. And then their people, in order to still be connected to those individuals, are going to have to accept you too. They're going to have to be quiet. I'm trying to tell you, God's going to let them know that your partner as well as God don't play about you. So there's certain toxic mothers that you have, or if this is toxic mothers, grandmothers, sisters, ex-lovers that have entitlement over you, and every time you have a feminine that comes around you, they feel like they got to battle with them or they got to flex their power over them. They're going to have their feelings hurt. Because you're no longer going to sacrifice your love, your happiness for them. They done chose effed up people. You done sat there and lived for them for their whole life. You're not doing it no more. So your mother, you're going to have to check her. Your auntie, your granny, you may have to check them. You may not have to be disrespectful, but you're going to have to let them know what it is. If they can't act like they got some sense around your divine partner, then you can't be connected with them. They're going to suffer that. They're going to feel that loss. So it's either they be quiet and they enjoy the ride, or they ass is going to be stepping outside. That's almost like people who's in your car. This is your whip. This is your life. You understand? So one, they getting a free ride. They ain't have to put no gas in. And they ain't have to sit there, and again, they don't even have to drive. They just sitting back and enjoying the vibe. So for them to be complaining about you finally putting yourself, or complaining about how you drive or the stops that you make, and their ass is the only way that they making it to where they're making it to is because you're allowing them to ride with you or go with you, then chosen was you gonna have to make a decision. They gonna be quiet and sit back, or they gonna get their asses out there. You not about to hear no complaining. They ain't putting no work in. And again, God is telling you that you ain't even have to take them with you, but you chose to. So therefore, you better be thinking about that. You understand me? There's some people, chosen ones, that their exes were sending magic, black magic. They sent black magic to your womb because they knew you may not realize this, chosen, but a lot of you got people who do get readings on you. A lot of these motherfuckers out here are so happy to say that they a witch. A witch ain't really shit when it comes to a divine emperor or empress. You understand? No disrespect, but you may feel like you got powers, but it's nothing compared to the divine one. So let's get that straight. But some of these people, they try to say that they a witch to scare you. Talking about, oh, well, you know, us witches. Nah, y'all some bitches. Nah, you heard me. You not really like that. You not really like that. You sitting there talking about, yes, baby, this will be on YouTube, I promise you, all right? But they out here trying to make you feel scared. They had that other person scared to leave them because they felt like they was going to spirit. What? One thing for sure, you a divine feminine or masculine, you're going to go to war about anybody who goes to war against somebody that you're connected with. So this is why, again, they try to have those people that you was truly divinely aligned with. They did magic on them. They was doing sex magic. They was doing food magic. They try to have those people think bad about you because they wanted that person to turn on you because they knew that you was sitting there making things happen for that individual. They also knew that anybody that went against the person that you connected to was going to feel that blues. So therefore, they try to have you two beefing. Now you starting to realize that you was only thinking negative about that person because that's what those other individuals wanted. You understand? They did death spells on you. Now they people about to die. See, they going to be the last person that gets topped out. There's a lot of females, divine feminines. There's a lot of divine feminists. There's a lot of karmic females that was connected to somebody that liked you, somebody you used to be with. They wanted to be you. They didn't like the fact that other people seen the light within you, and they try to make you feel ugly. So they did mirror spells, mirror magic. So when you looked at yourself, you started to feel like you was ugly. You started looking at the negative, so you started to manifest that thing. They sat there and tried to do 6 spells on you. So as soon as you got a cold, you start getting scared because you knew what they was doing, right? So you started to speak that on you. You started to feel like what they was directing towards you was actually having an impact on you. That was an illusion, baby. See, they wanted you to die. You had a cold instead. They wanted you to have terminal illnesses. Your ass coughed and sneezed a little bit and that was the end of it. See, they wanted you to be sick. You may have been sick to your stomach a little bit, but once you detox that, God really had you purging that negative. See, they didn't realize. You understand? They thought that they had one up. They didn't even realize that they was digging their own grave. See, some of them was even going to graveyards, getting graveyard dirt from your people. So if you done told people that, oh, well, your grandmother or your aunt or your mother or your father protects you in the spiritual world, they went to those people's graves, try to get that graveyard dirt to do black magic on you to keep them from helping you too. But the whole time, baby, we not built like you. I'm trying to tell you, you not built to go off grid like us. You not built. See, you can't, certain things cancel out. You can't do magic on a magical child. See, everything that they out here conjuring up, that's our makeup. You understand? See, that yin-yang energy, that divine light, and a little bit of that dark shit. See, when I say a little bit of that dark shit, we not dark. We don't do no magic. Our mouths do that. See, they doing, speaking of spells, what we say sticks. So we speak life into you about to be living then. But if we call judgment or justice on you, we presenting that case in front of God. And what you think God's going to do? See, they crazy. You can't do magic against somebody that's magical. That's like trying to put fire out with fire. Baby, you can't do that shit. And even if you try to throw water on our flame, we just gonna rejuvenate it again. This is almost like they try to throw water on our flame, didn't even realize that we had certain, how they say, little lighter fluid, little grease. Throwing water on a grease fire, motherfucker, that's a big explosion. You gonna hurt yourself. You understand? But they starting to realize that. See, some of your partners or your divine feminines and masculines, they could have thought that they was with the divine person and they thought that you was the evil one. See, we are magical beings. We don't do magic. Think of magic. They speak certain shit. Mama say, mama say, mama kusa. They understand. Mama say, mama. Motherfucker, what? We over there looking like what? That's like somebody out here flaying their arms and they swear that they about to beat on you and all you do is swing once and now their knees is knocking and shit. They walking like Bambi. Like, you are doing too much. It doesn't work like that, dummy. And you paying these practitioners to play with a chosen one, and they know that you done paid for your own funeral. You know how back in the day, old heads used to pay for they plot already, play for their funeral. Shit, they probably, some people do that still too. Like, have it all pre-organized, baby, before they pass away. That's what they doing. You about to die, motherfucker. You out here holding hands and shit in the ritual. You out here keep putting shit in jars. You crazy. You dumb. You out here under the moon really thinking that you doing shit, baby. We are all of the elements. We are air. See, if you check as far as divine people, you truly can look at their charts. You're going to see every element. Air, water, fire. You understand me? All of the following. Earth. All of that. So we are everything. We're mixed up in every material, the whole galaxy. God made sure that anything that we went through, we can get through. That's why we're made of everything. So when they try to put everything against us, motherfucker, you just boosting us up. You're crazy. They dumb. But they about to see that. You understand? That's why I say, baby, you better speak life into you. These motherfuckers trying to scare you. You know them little people. Listen, I done been there where females or somebody try to act all rough and tough. Now you beat the fuck up. Now everybody out there with the world star on you. You got your ass out. You done got whooped, swooped, and pulled. You understand me? They out here talking about getting mad. Okay. All right, talking about, yeah, I'm about to get mad. Okay, well, what is that going to do? You about to get that ass whooped. And our ancestors is going to be the ones holding that camera. Like, yo, world star. Instead of world star, they're going to say, God's child, chosen time. God. Ancestors is out there with that. I'm trying to tell you, these people looking like that damn a wet cat at this point in time. They looking crazy. I'm trying to tell you, even a shorty who looked like she had it together, you starting to look at her like, yo, what's going on over there? The people who chose karmics over you, they over there fake laughing whole time. They knew that they belly was hurting when they used to laugh with you. They know what type of time you having. You over there, party over here. They over there mad as shit, just looking through the blinds and shit. That's where you wanted to be, motherfucker. That's where you want it. Now you mad because you know how we coming. Come on now. They crazy. They over there with shorty who every celebration she has, she keep talking about how his gift is that ass. He been there, done that. Talking about put Victoria's. The secret's been out. Everybody in town can see that shit right now. Get out of here. I'm trying to tell you, trying to wrap up that shit as a gift. He had it last week. The week before that, motherfucker, it was no special occasion at all. I'm trying to tell you, you starting to be like, irritated. If you still connected to somebody who's a karmic, you looking at them like, Before you used to think she was cute when she put her little bundles in. Now you calling her little Bill and bald-headed ass Tommy's up under it. Now you sitting there, yeah, she got bundles, but that damn, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That scout is damn near on bald. Now all of a sudden he mad. Before you said she was cute when she was, how Bly say, I love when she act like she bow-legged and bend the corner. Before you thought that shit was cute, talking about she was your shorty. Now you like, yo, if this little knock-kneed motherfucker come over here one more time. She over here throwing pyramid sign, Rockefeller signs in the snow right now. Every time she get her feet wet going swimming, you sitting there see triangles all over the motherfucker. You like, if NBA Youngbull don't sit the fuck down. Now you mad. Before you thought she was cute. Huh? Oh, before you sitting there, oh, shorty had some ass. You went straight to that. Now your ass done been in the heat with that motherfucker. Now you like, You looking at ass differently, huh? Ass is hot, huh? Yeah. Because I don't care how much you wash that motherfucker down, how much powder you put in that motherfucker right now. If you go run a mile in some heat, that shit's gonna be, I'm trying to say, he mad at your flop down wind right now, motherfucker. He is mad. Like, shorty, when other people was flopping, they don't smell like that funky. You mad as shit. Before you in the section talking about go best friend when she was twerking. Now her twerk wind smells like Fish Friday. Now you upset. Now you talking about go best friend, go the fuck home best friend, go. Get out the section best friend. Oh, before you let the little ass twirl. Now everybody's looking at you and thinking you smelling fishy too. Now we change. Nah, I did. Before you thought he was cute, little yuck mouth was cute. You thought he was cute with them golds and shit. Now you realizing them golds is shit. Them golds don't mean that you can't scope your shit. Brush that tongue. Brush that tartar. Brush the roof of your motherfucking mouth. His breath smelled like a leprechaun that sat there and stepped in some dog shit in your neighbor's yard and came and did a little dance on his tongue at this point in time. You like, yo, what the fuck? It smelled like a leprechaun stepped in dog shit and did the heel toe on your shit as we speak. Ew. But before, you used to let little yuck mouth kiss you in your mouth. He wake up, soon as he wake up, you kissing him. Ugh. Ugh. Yo. You over here now, all of a sudden, now you calling him shit. Before, you used to think he was cute. You said he was the male Krishan. Now you talking about his tooth missing. Now you call him bald gums. What's going on here? I thought you loved him. I thought you loved this smile. Now he's getting annoying. Now, as soon as you're that damn woman that his mother, that you used to always, Miss Margaret, do you need something? You need a ride? You was trying to buy and bribe her little big back ass. And I say big back, I ain't talking about the weight. I'm talking about the fact that she got that chip on her shoulder, but her ass might be big too. Talking about, oh, your girl done gained weight. Well, motherfucker, let me take a picture of your back as well and send it to you. Now I'm dropping to the whole family function. Now I'm sitting there, gotta be quiet. They wondering why, who sat there and recorded that bald spatch and Big Mama's back of her damn head. I did. And I dropped it to everybody in this motherfucker because she was talking about her hair. I'm trying to tell you, Miss Margaret, my divine masculine's mother's probably somewhere right now. Nah, I ain't gonna say his mother. See, mothers love me because initially they don't like it because they sons, they start changing. Yep, that's why I say a touch of Badu. I got that Badu effect, all right? A motherfucker will act like a player when he meet me. That shit's coming to an end. He'll act like he all hard body. All of a sudden, he turning real lovey-dovey out this motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you. So those who didn't know, that's why they say a touch of Badu since I was little. They say I got that Badu effect. It's all right? Just try, not that witch shit that she do now. That's why I say a touch of Badu, motherfucker. A touch, a hint. Just a little doot, a little shake. I ain't talking about the whole thing, because that motherfucker is a little crazy now, alright? But chosen ones, I'm trying to tell you, the people that you used to like, you grossed out now. You like ill. Not, absolutely not. She, oh, you wanna go, the fellas that you, females, the fellas that you used to get all smiling and shit when he said that he wanted to have a baby by you. You know, when he used to say, oh, he was gonna get you pregnant, you smiling and shit. Now you calling 911 because that sounds like a threat. Absolutely not. 911, what's your emergency? We got an eye-real monster. We got an eye-real monster talking about he about to conceive some shit and it's not consensual. Now you feeling different. Yeah, before you was all about that. We gonna have the beautiful kids. Now you gonna see the kids that he had, little fucking Furbies out this bitch. No disrespect. No disrespect, because we all ugly to somebody. But some people are ugly to everybody. I'm just trying to say. So now you had these little motherfucking chichilla pets running around, little fucking Furbies and shit. All because you was Stop it. Looking like an ivory monster. Stop it. My goodness, stop it. You better cut it out. All you have to say, aw. Now, you know, if everybody has to say, oh, because they don't even want to lie, they trying to change their life. And now you got them lying, talking about your child's cute. And they know damn well they look like the father. If they being specific, oh, he look just like his father. And you know that his damn father looks half Furby and half monster or half Beetlejuice and half... I'm just saying, you got what you asked for, motherfucker. You better pray over your baby, and you better be around your baby more so they start to look like you. Maybe that was just a warning shot. God was like, you want it to look like him? All right, I'm going to take it back. You better say that again, and I'm going to have him look like it permanently. You like, oh, my gosh. Never mind. I'm trying to tell you. Some of y'all, the people that you ain't like, your babies initially came out looking like the motherfuckers, but you prayed on them. You got your energy back. God was like, say it again, and I'm going to have him look just like Miss Margaret. She already got the bald spot in the back. I'm trying to tell you, because Miss Margaret looked like a newborn in the back of her head. You know how the babies rub out that soft spot? She's so damn negative, always shaking her head. Her damn neck hurt, and she got a bald spot right here and right here. Looking like Jefferson. She wondering why everybody keep playing, moving on up when they're around her. Like, sit your ass down. But for real, I'm just saying... got the soft spot. You try to mold her fucking head. They 44. She is 84 and you try to mold her fucking head. It's too late. I'm trying to say. And these people just... Y'all better cut it out. Y'all got these masculines talking shit about your bundles. Talking about your bang, but he got the Beijing bang as we talk. Motherfucker, all it takes is a hot day and some water. And you gonna humble yourself real quick. He talking about your shit. Oh, why you got your wig right there? Why you got the Beijing right there? I'm just curious. Because I seen that motherfucker. I thought he was spray painting a damn mural. I thought he was doing art in that motherfucker when he was with you. You out here talking about people's hair. Cut it out. I'm just trying to say, let somebody get smoked. You better, you know how you keep a water bottle? No, don't, because that's assault. If you throw water on people, that's assault, so don't do it. But you know how you got a cat for a spray, that sprays bottle for a cat, spray cat in case he get crazy? That's some of y'all, these karmics. Get crazy if you want to. I'm going to humble you right, starting at the hairline, in front of these people. He going to think by the time that damn Beijing drops down, you going to have a damn, what's it called? A unibrow looking like Helga off of Hey Arnold. You keep fucking with me. You keep fucking with me. It's 90 degrees out. You keep fucking with me if you want to. That Beijing's going to be, we body around this motherfucker. I'm just trying to tell you, chosen ones. You better cut it out. You out here worried about these nobody ass people. What do you want to do? You scared to show. Oh my goodness. If you don't go have fun, you scared. You out here scared to have your arms out. Scared to have your thighs out, legs out, your stomach out. I told you, don't cut that shit out right now. Somebody right now is looking in the crowd for somebody's back that is like yours right now. You feeling like you big in the back, motherfucker. There's somebody that is the bare minimum. They don't want no small motherfuckers. You understand me? You out here, fellas, you out here trying to suck in the shit, tuck your stomach in with them little Babinski build out. Stop it. You out here, legs skinny as shit, top all big. You... Stop it. We like, if we really love you, we love, come on now, you out here uncomfortable. Now an emergency happened, you the first to go down, and cut it out. Cut it. We love you. Females, you tucking your damn stomach in your pants and making a sandwich instead. Just got one big ass bubble instead of one big ass little fupa. Now you got a few of them motherfuckers. Now you looking like you done stole Mr. Krabs Krabby Patty formula. And you got that motherfucker stored right there because you want to tuck your stomach all in. You scared. You holding your breath in. Every time a picture comes, you got your hand over you. What are you hiding? We starting to think you stealing and shit. Whole time you was trying to hide your stomach. Get over that. We like... Goodness gracious. You so scared to show your body. Somebody right now is waiting for that. Right now, like, yo, I need a shorty that's at least 250. I need somebody that at least got 2 fupas out this motherfucker. That, and you scared. You sucking it in. But all of a sudden, when somebody like it, now you had that shit out there, huh? Better cut it out. How Cat Williams say you either was big and got small or small and got big? Some of y'all are scared talking about you want to get back to your old body. Do you remember why you was so small, motherfucker? It's because you ain't had no money. You ain't had no food. That motherfucker was stressing you. You talking about you want to get back to your old body. Do you remember why you ain't had nobody? Because of somebody else and how they did you? He was stressing you out. She was stressing you out. You ain't even had no food. But you talking about your old body. Motherfucker. Oh my goodness. Cut it out. You talking about, oh, I can't wait to get my shape back. But when you had the ass, you ain't wash it. So shut up. You talking about that. Oh my goodness. Talk about, oh, well, I remember when I had a butt and that butt stunk. You didn't get in no creases or nothing. Shut it up. You talking about. Oh, I miss when I had... Your walk past win was a little tart. A little tainted, motherfucker. You out here talking, oh, when I had that ass. We happy that you lost it. And we hope you don't find the shit again. You out here switching every damn day. Flunging that funk everywhere. Every switch. This east side, west side, north side. Everybody was smelling the shit. You smell like when you ride past on the hole in the highway and you get hit with that funk. Like, what the fuck was that? That was your ass. You talking about you want your butt back. Nope. That's why God said put it back. You ain't know what you was doing. Put that motherfucker back right on that shelf to somebody else. Cut it out. But chosen ones, let me say this. You got love coming. Okay, let me get back to it. All right? You got love coming. And it may come in the form of somebody that you already met. You might have called them some motherfucking names, all right? You might have said you was done with the ass. You was in your bag. You was in your feelings. This is not that cheater or that beater. Let that motherfucker go, because they about to see, again, they about to see the truth about you and the person that they chose. If they chose one of these little young tenderonis that they thought that was out here scamming and all that shit, now these motherfuckers is tired. Now that old age done set in. You understand me? Now now that motherfucker is damn near pushing his 40s, and all he want to do is take a nap. But he got a little nasty over here. I'm trying to tell you, but nah, babies. Listen, y'all got this, chosen ones. You got love coming in. Look up. I gotta speak for myself too. Chosen ones, I be in my own bubble. I really be in my own bubble. I ain't worried about this person trying to holler this time. No, because I want something of substance. But baby, you better look up. When I tell you right now, see, baby, hold on. I see somebody say they don't want no independent woman. See, that's a way of thinking. Them motherfuckers didn't. There's somebody right now that wants an independent woman that's going to hold shit up. Not hold shit down, they going to hold it up. And don't say you want somebody to settle down with. You want somebody to elevate with, right? But, there's somebody right now that wants you. No. What she say? What my baby say? Exactly. What she said? There's somebody that loves that about you, whereas the weak-ass motherfucker wanted you to be quiet. Because you was calling out shit about him. Or her. Your true divine partner wants you to have your opinion, wants you to be you, wants you to provide for you, but it's going to show you that you ain't got to do everything by yourself. So you're not going to feel overwhelmed when they're around. You actually going to like them. So there's some of you, again, I can speak for myself. I like staying to myself. I'm a real social person. Like, I can speak to you, laugh, we going to geek. You would never know in person that I don't like about being around people. But as soon as I get an opportunity, I'm getting out of there. You understand me? I'm out of there. I like being to myself. That's why I always say I know my spouse is going to be my best friend, because I like staying to myself. I don't like that. But your divine partner, there's some people that you was just one-on-one with where you felt overwhelmed. They try to change you. They try to sit there. You couldn't be you. They annoyed you. No. All right? You about to have somebody that you laughing with, having fun with, communicating with, you building with. And there's people that they currently with that's not going to like that shit. That's why God's like, yo, you stand in your power no matter what nobody say. If I tell you this your person, if they going to go hard about you, you going hard about them too. They enemies become your enemies and vice versa. You understand me? But this ain't you ain't getting with somebody who's out here beefing with people. I'm talking about enemies as far as energetically and spiritually. People that's trying to stop y'all's union. People who try to block y'all's union. Those people, as soon as you call judgment on anybody that's going against you and your divine boo, those people get that shit too. They get that wrath, all right? So you stay focused. This is the best times of our lives. This is literally the best time of our lives. Don't focus on that financial shit. As soon as you speak life like, oh, I know I run into money. You understand me? It ain't no I chase paper. I'm a paper check. No, I run into money. I run into finances frequently. Money finds me. You speak it differently. Chasing means you never gonna catch that shit. It means you don't want to get caught. If I say I run into it, shit, I'm gonna run into it every time. You understand me? I run into it, look up and realize it's an opportunity of abundance. Realize it's this. See, y'all gotta know who y'all's father is. You gotta know who your divine father is. He is like that for real. Long money, whatever you want. So you out here acting like he's the demon or the devil, like that bum ass energy. No, that one that you gotta ask, can we go half on a 4 for 4? Fuck out of here. Guys, like, what you want? You want a combo, baby? Oh, you want two? What you want to go eat? Where you want? I'm trying to tell you. You better enjoy. I don't care how old you are. Now, I did see somebody say, what if the person that you was with passed away? You got to realize this, chosen ones, that certain divine... So, one second. Let me get this real quick. I want you to realize that certain people that you was with... See, this gets deeper, and I don't want to confuse some. So, I may wait till tomorrow on live to explain this to you. But a lot of y'all, your divine boo, or who you thought is coming back through another individual. And some of you feel like, how was that so? Because if this person is 40 right now and your person just passed away, how could that time overlap? No. Listen, we gonna get into certain things. I don't get into certain things because some people, all right. But no, your divine partner cosigns. Your divine partner comes through somebody else. Some people are just almost an autopilot. Some people are not really people here. They really are just energy fillers, so that when this other person passes away, they get to come into this portal and take it off. So for instance, Jimi Hendrix, right? He was an excellent guitarist, right? Music, but he had addictions. So his gift of the guitar and his talent went to somebody else that at that time, around that time, had prepared themselves up into that position. And God was like, all right, well, I'm going to give this gift to somebody who's not going to take that drug direction then, right? Or as far as Basquiat allowed people to keep him bound. He allowed people who, again, he wasn't about money, but people around him knew that they could make money off of him. So spiritually, energetically, that's why Jay-Z went that route, tried to take his abundance. Why do you think that you see certain people who try to dress up and imitate as far as Marilyn Monroe? They try to take on her energy. That's why certain people, as long as you are you and being you, nobody can transfer any energy. Nobody can take what God has for you, but they can try to imitate it, and they can try to get things. And then when you go to God like, hey, I ain't get this yet, God's like, wait a minute, let me check. So-and-so had themselves cloaked as you. So-and-so tried, you would say that so-and-so was abundant, so you spoke that onto that individual. So I say this, baby, to let you know your divine partner's coming through. If this is a divine masculine specifically, so if you had a divine masculine that you were with that passed away unexpectedly, and it could have been through an accident, it was quick. So it could have been like an overdose or an accident, like something that happened real fast and was unexpected, and it may have seemed like y'all was just now getting it right. They coming through. They're about to be returned back to you. They already co-signed this individual. I'm trying to tell you, all right? It's almost like God, how people fake their deaths. Spirit, I can't get into it because I don't want y'all to be confused, but I promise you, like, your partner's coming through you. If y'all have babies, some of y'all have spiritual babies that are right there with, okay? So that's it. Let me tell you, they're returning, okay? They're returning. Also, pay attention to birds and butterflies, because nature speak to you. So if you hear birds chirping all the time in the AM, so this is for the person pertaining to they partner. This masculine passed away quick. It was like an accident. It was quick, okay? Fast. Whoever this is, just know pertaining to this person, they speak to you nature, okay? So it's like birds, like if you hear birds chirping like all the time, or if you see like butterflies and dragonfly like this is them, okay? So know this, okay? Because you've been asking for signs and they show you signs all the time and you haven't. But I feel like now you've been feeling more emotional, you've been feeling more sad, right? Have y'all? So for this person, again, I have to say what God has me relay, right? If you've been feeling sad, it's because you energetically know without knowing that you're about to be connected to a person again. And you're going to see this past person in this person, specifically eyes, okay? So if their eyes are shaped a certain type of way, or they looked at you a certain type of way, because whoever this is, they looked at you when you wasn't even looking at them. Like other people could have caught how they watched you and looked at you. This is that person, okay? So just know that. Also, some of you have, if you're seeing crows are a sign. It could be a sign of life, new beginnings, and death. But some of you have crows that are monitoring spirits to see if you are willing, like if you are still mourning this past person yet, or if you have clicked that you're about to receive this new person. So be cautious of the birds that you're seeing, because some crows are monitoring spirits, and that's the enemy trying to see if you're still depressed, if you're still out in the dumps, because they want you to not get what's coming, all right? But a lot of y'all realize that your spiritual animals are the smallest birds, that, like, you know, them little ass birds that be attacking hawks and stuff, which brings me to this. If you've been seeing hawks, that's a spiritual confirmation, all right? But just know that, okay? I promise you, your ancestors is around you. You hear me? They are around. The people who passed away are around you. They're co-signing. You got babies being born. Like, I had to say this, and I'm an empath, so I know that you're feeling sad, and I could feel that. So let me catch myself. Like, just know this person is there's a masculine that's pleading with you to take this opportunity that gets presented to you. Also, whoever this masculine energy is, he may wear hoodies with shorts or like comfortable attire. Like, I don't feel like they was big on material things. This is somebody that take this opportunity, okay? I promise you. Red Cardinals and Blue Jays, no, spiritual animals, okay? Spiritual animals. Some pigeons you have to watch. Pigeons are monitoring spirits, and sometimes it's actually the government. Like, if you haven't heard about this, the government actually has fake ass birds, all right? So a lot of the pigeons is what they use, like seagulls and pigeons. If you see a random ass pigeon sitting there, you like, wait a minute, what the fuck? That seems it. That's not. Eagles, spiritual animals, okay? A lot of the time you gotta think of the spirit eagles, how they fly real high and they soar, and you kind of gotta relax. So if you see eagles at a time where you know that you're in a transformation or you're in a transition, you're waiting for something to come into fruition, I'm telling you, it is, okay? So just know that, all right? So eagles think they get so high, they vibration so high that they get to just coast and float. Think about certain animal birds. So a lot of y'all's birds are y'all's birds, butterflies, not just a specific butterfly. It's certain colors that you'll see. Pay attention to that. Let me see what else I need to make sure I relay while we on here, while I'm feeling your energy specifically. It's just look up. You got love about to come. Like, some of y'all literally as early as today, like tomorrow, you go to a place, somebody help you, and you had to give your number to this individual. It's like you're gonna be, do I want to do it? All right, I'm telling you. Woodpecker, spiritual animals. Woodpeckers are spiritual animals. Doves as well, right? But you got to make sure that it's an actual dove, okay? Because some birds, it's the same pertaining to how I say pigeons. Like, it's monitoring. Sometimes it's the government monitoring type shit. But doves, believe it or not, you may not see them as much moving forward. And it's because it's almost like, again, the government tries to use shit. Think about how the dove or the bird symbolized in the Bible, how it came back. It was the messenger in a sense, right? That's what the government tries to use. Certain birds now that are usually frequently seen, they try to use those for cameras and all of those things to spy on you, okay? So watch that, all right? But maybe you got this, okay? Look, the monarch butterflies, yeah, they rare, and it's because people be sending, but we'll talk about that. But listen, baby, y'all got so many positive things. Please go out and have fun. Please go out. Not going to no shit that you don't want to do, but people are noticing you right now. You got people I can speak for myself. Go to this place every day, speak to the people. I'm just a friendly person. That's how I do. Hey, how you doing? Da-da-da. Go about my way. I happened to look down one day. They didn't realize they even wrote their number out there for me, was trying to get my attention. There's other people that was reaching out, wanting to do business per se. People are noticing you, and people are noticing you that you're staying in a bubble. You understand? The fact that you've been secluded, that makes people glued onto you even more. Like, yo, they mysterious. They got this. And they starting to realize before your mysteriousness scared them. So when people felt like, yo, they felt your energy real strong. They knew you could see through them. So they was scared. Because think about that. A house that's laid back is kind of mysterious. So it's like a house that got all the blinds closed. It's all dark in a sense. See, you're not a dark individual, meaning evil. You were just mysterious. You was covered, right? So now they starting to realize that, yo, shorty's not dark because you coming out into the light a little bit. Now you vibing. Now you conversing. Now you like, hey, how you doing? And they like, man, she not what I thought she was. He not what I thought he was. They're realizing that you was hidden. You're the prize. God knew that you was a diamond, so he had to hide it. Think about as soon as people seen diamonds, they started attacking that area, digging. They see some gold, they try to take over some shit. So what did God do? God sat there and had you hidden. Because think about it, chosen ones. Undercover bosses, they not dressed like no CEOs when they first come into the place. They dressed like everybody else. And people are bossing them, telling them what to do. Didn't even realize this is the person that was ahead of them, over them. And that's what some of these karmics are going to see too. They thought that because they had money in their hand, they thought that you wasn't abundant. Whole time you had money on your card, meaning your soul. You understand me? You had money within you. You were the wealth. So you were like that card that has no limit. You understand? They had cash on them. You had it in you. That's the difference. So they thought that you was broke. They thought that you was, oh, they seen how you was dressed, wasn't wearing all the labels as them. They didn't realize God didn't have you dressed to impress because you was in the action of working. Think about that. I used to work at warehouses where people used to be, because again, around holiday times, I used to be grinding out this job, bunch of job, whatever the case may be, because, you know what I'm saying, provide for my babies. But listen, I used to see people, fresh J's, got they belt all out. I'm like, you dressed up and you gotta lift boxes. You doing this and you scuffing your shit and you wearing boxes. So think about that. God didn't have us all dressed to impress. We was in the action. And half of us, we make houses homes, right? So God had us go for a different path than everybody else. They talking about in order to get to success, you got to go to Diddy's party and drink the champagne with him. I beg a motherfucker different. Oh, in order for you to get monetary gain, you had to give up your morals then. Nope, I beg a different. They said that you had to sell your soul in order for you to be successful. Nope, I beg a different. See, you sat there and went through a different path than those other individuals. They told you that you can only get there this way. They told you it was a one way. So what we do? Made a way. You understand me? So we sat there and went to those areas that never been there. Nobody's been there before. So that's equivalent to forests and trees and so on and so forth. We went through difficult things. And guess what we did? Build up. You understand me? Built houses, built lanes. Think about that, chosen ones. You're the line leader. God chose you because you did everything that he asked you to do. Think equivalent to as far as the classroom, right? I want you to think about that. A classroom. If you're a good student and you do what God or the teacher asks you to do, you always on task, they're going to ask you to lead other individuals too. You're the line leader. So everybody, you following the teacher and those people are following you, follow the teacher, right? So that's equivalent to you following God. God selected you. You willing to cut people off. You willing to stick by your morals. You ain't giving it up. You sat there and believe in what he told you that you can do. And you speak life into you and everybody that you come in contact with, so on and so forth. So you're the line leader. There's other people that's following you. There's other people that's noticing you. There's other people that's looking you and admiring you. You understand me? So I want you to realize that, chosen ones, you're going to areas that nobody else did. You equipped to go off grid. These other people ain't built like that. So think about these little rinky-dinky cars. A Kia can't go through the forest. You need that Ford, right? You need that F-150, whatever the case may be. You need that big body, right? That's like that Hummer. You need something that can go off grid. And that was you. You got certain things built in you. That's why I said you created from the universe. God mixed up everything. He done sat there and scooped from Mars, a scoop from Venus, a scoop for this. These people ain't built like you. They don't even got a hint. They generic asses, watered down, diluted asses. You understand me? They not really like that. So just know that, chosen ones. They knock offs. God told them to knock it off, and now you good. You hear me? So you in a different lane, but you gonna get there to where they're at, because they could be scamming to get success. Now you in the same room as them, and you ain't even do what they did. And guess what? Now they gonna have to get that shoulder tap, and they gotta exit while you take over the room and people gravitate. Baby, you got this. You hear me? You wasn't supposed to do what they did. Everybody wasn't supposed to hand shit to you. You sat there and showed people that with children, you can do what you need to do with nobody backing you except for God. You're going to get through to where he told you you're going to go to, so on and so forth. So you better speak what you seek until you start to see it. And then you better speak about seeing what you were seeking. You understand me? Keep that going. God, I asked you for this. As soon as you see a hint of that abundance, thank you, God, I appreciate it. And guess what he going to do? Bring some more back in. You better get that shit right. You heard me. Now I love you. I believe in you, but I'm not going to take any more of your ass not believing you too. I'm not going to let you allow anybody else to talk down about you, and I'm not going to allow you, chosen ones, and I mean that, because I'm on your ass. You understand me? I promise you, as soon as I energetically feel that you about to get into that shit, what I do, reach out to you or send that positive energy back in. You not going to give up right when you about to get everything that you was praying for. You understand me? And when they propose, and when you get married, link up, send the invite. If you need me to speak at your event, if you want me to speak at your wedding, I got you. You understand me? I promise you. So I will say this. Some of you getting married and you need somebody to speak, I got you. I know how to not cuss. I do. But nah, I got you. And honestly, some of you guys me too, I'll do it for Nathan. You understand me? I promise you. I love you so much, all right? I'm going to be up there dancing, having fun. We vibing. We speaking life over to that. You understand me? I promise you. Now, listen. Give me a +1 though. All right? Now, let's do that. Let me just get a little +1. Okay? But I got you. I love you, y'all. I really do. I'm excited. Ooh, Myrtle! In June 26th. Go, baby. Congratulations. That's beautiful. See, my wedding, I always say I'm going to get married under some trees. Like, I don't like the heat like that. I ain't going to lie. So I do not like the heat. But I want to get married under the trees. Like, I seen a lot of I love fucking nature. Like, I really do. Ever since I was little, all my little pictures, like, I was dressed as flowers. I was dressed as monarch butterflies. And I always was around trees, right? So, my wedding, I definitely want to be outside in the elements. All my babies in different colors, like some flowers. You know what I'm saying? My son, he dressed to impress my daughters and my extended children, if my partner has them, whatever the case may be. But I want something beautiful. And when I do get married, chosen ones, I promise you, my reception, I'm inviting you. Now, you got good energy, yeah. And I'm not going, if y'all want to donate towards it, like, $20 and that, not towards my thing, but as far as like a gift, don't think that it's going to be nothing crazy. Like, I don't need none of that. Just come vibe. Bring good energy. But we having fun. A sunset wedding. Listen, I'm excited for you. I'm speaking so much love into you. You found your divine partner that's beautiful. You understand me? So continue to be great. I love y'all so much. Say yes to the invitations. Y'all have people that's about to invite you out and you don't even realize that when you go out, you're getting proposed to. So there's some people from your past that I told you were people that you seen briefly that's going to ask you for a small, hey, you want to go out and get some coffee? Oh, you want to go out and get something to eat, so and so. And you don't even realize there's an event prepared for you. So they could be putting together your proposal party. They can be putting together your wedding. Say yes. How they say yes to the dress? Say yes. Also, lastly, there's a song that keeps coming up. It's by Fabulous and Neo. It's like, I'm a movement by myself. How you say, but we're forced when we together. That song, all right? So, You Make Me Better, I think it is. Baby, I'm telling you, that's a sign from your divine partner. They about to come in. So, congratulations. I love y'all. Take them pictures. Like, I promise you, as soon as I line with my divine boo picture, taking pictures. Y'all have fun, document it. You got pictures of all your children. You got pictures of all your family. But you are always behind the camera. You never include yourself. So get your ass a tripod. Put it up so you include it too. Okay? And some of you again, people are projecting energy on you to make you feel ugly. You're beautiful. You're handsome. Think about old pictures that you look at like, damn, I was the shit then. You the shit now. You everything. You hear me? See, listen, that's your song, chocolate. That's a confirmation because that's what keeps coming up. So, baby, take the invite. Go have fun. I'm telling you, go have fun. Be a big ass kid. I'm going to arcades. I'm trying to tell you, there's so many things that I'm going to be doing. All because I want to do it. Okay? So we having fun. I love y'all so much. You need me. You know how to reach me. I'm going to upload this live later on my YouTube. All I ask you to come through, like it or share it or view it, baby. I just want to make sure that I'm aligning so I can continue to do it, all right? I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me. Coaching sessions. Link in my bio. If you get your coaching session, baby, we talking. Any area you want to focus on, ask me as many questions as you want. I got you, okay? Y'all continue to be great. Be safe. Be smart. Be great.